before business hours. Now you can be seen 24/7 for sports injuries. Whether you have a sprain or a broken bone, at the SSM Health Bone and Joint Injury Clinic at 13401 Northwestern.
Hey sports fans, get ready to step into the world of championships with Super Prep Live, hosted by Miles Perry, only on OKC Sports Radio 105.3 FM. Dive deep into the lives of high school and college athletes with exclusive interviews and insight that reveals what makes them great. Follow Super Prep across all social networks to never miss a moment. It's Super Prep Live with Miles Perry. Tune in, get inspired, and stay connected. Visit OKCSportsRadio.com.
Good evening, basketball fans of Oklahoma and around the world. You're tuned in to high school basketball. Sponsored by Cricket Wireless, SSM Health, and OCCC. Streaming live on PPBC TV and broadcasting live on OKC Sports Radio 105.3 KINB. I am glad you could join us on this wonderful Tuesday evening. We're in for a treat. It's early basketball season. We're only about 4 or 5 games, depending on what team we're broadcasting. It's still like super early, but we have a great matchup on paper here tonight. Very excited to be here on the campus of Douglas High School, ranked number 1 in Class 4A. The first edition of the rankings came out yesterday. And right there at the top is the Douglas Trojans themselves, the black and orange. And we're going to be broadcasting their game tonight as they take on Palo Duro High School out of Amarillo, Texas. This is a Class 5A school that's driven a long ways to come down here and get better. I mean, Palo Duro is 8-2 already this season. I talked with their coach, Coach Loftus, earlier. Got to know a little bit about their team. They're a basketball school. They want to play a basketball school, and they're getting that here tonight. So this is going to be kind of a March Madness type atmosphere. Very similar in competition, in playing styles. A lot of talent on both teams, and only one team can win tonight. So it really is to see a matchup like this in early December 9th, is a treat for everyone, and we're excited to bring it to you. And, of course, our pregame sponsor is Cricket Wireless. Do you love your phone? Keep it and save money by getting an unlimited plan. $15 a month when you bring in your phone, and prepay $45 for the first 3 months. And just in case you do want a new phone, you can buy affordable, no annual contract smartphones and get reliable nationwide 5G with no hidden fees. That's Cricket Wireless. We appreciate them being our pregame sponsor here tonight on OKC Sports Radio 105.3 and streaming live on PPBC TV. I'm your play-by-play announcer, Jay Swick. Here we are once again alongside my analyst, Dylan Tribble. Dylan, how are you?
Man, I am doing great. This feels like our second home in a sense because we've covered so many basketball games here on the east side of Oklahoma City, home of the mighty Douglas Trojans. I can't wait to get this one underway, like you said. High-level competition here tonight on the east side. Palo Duro, like you said, they drove a long ways, which means they're here to compete. They wouldn't have drove all this way if they didn't mean business. You said it, they're a basketball school. Douglas is a basketball school. Just look at all the banners on the wall, all the championships. So this one should be a heavyweight fight from the jump, and I can't wait to get this underway.
Yeah, we got about 32 seconds left in the JV portion of the game. These future Douglas Trojans playing at a high level. It's 49-49.
Yeah, tie ball game.
So pretty good game here. We may even see overtime in the JV part. We'll let you know. I caught up with some of the players, two specifically, Kim House Jr., who's been just a solid part of this Douglas basketball program for the past 2 years, and he's only a junior. I feel like he's a senior as much as we've seen him ball.
Yeah, he's balled out.
But he's still got another year of eligibility, and I got to talk with him before the game. Douglas is 4-1 going into the season. Their only loss happened just a few days ago off a half-court buzzer beater. I mean, if that's what it takes to beat the Douglas Trojans, then that's what it takes. So there is some comfort in knowing that. Otherwise, they would be a perfect 5-0 to start the season. Again, they're ranked number 1 in Class 4A to start the season, and they know the heaviness of the situation. But if you ask them, it's really not heavy. It's really just like, a part of it, and it really doesn't mean anything unless you're number 1 at the end of the season.
Facts.
At least that's what Coach Steven Alexander told me.
Yeah, he's spot on with that. They're used to the pressure. Like we said, they're a powerhouse. They've been ranked number 1 many of years. They've won multiple championships. They lost in the semis last year, left a bad taste in their mouth, so they're reloaded and they are ready to get after it. This new season is upon us, so they flushed the old one, moved on. Now we're on to the 25-26 season, and Coach Steve has these boys locked in.
And they've got some new additions to the team. They have Zio Pogba, who has come in, and he's going to start from day one, and number 11, Jamel Morris. Two very athletic basketball players that love to attack the rim but also have the ability to shoot outside. But they have great all-around games, and they're adding so much to this team that's already well built under head coach Steven Alexander, who's found a lot of success, multiple state championships. Like you said, fell a little short in the semis last year in a really weird situation with all the power outages.
Yeah, that was wild.
And then also the hot start from Crossings Christian. So Crossings Christian is ranked number 2 in the state as we sit here this morning. All that could change. But that is a matchup that we might see later on down the road. There's several teams throughout Class 4A this year that I think is going to be contending for a title. I really admire the Fort Gibson Tigers. I think that over there on the eastern part of the state, really good basketball team out there, but it's going to be ultra competitive, and we'll see. We're looking forward to getting this season underway, and it's already underway at 4-1 Douglas, 8-2 Palo Duro. And so something's got to give tonight. Two really good basketball teams that don't normally play each other. That's what's happening tonight. And both are typically in control of the pace of the game and distribute the ball effectively, but also showcase their athleticism. And this is a great clash of the Titans tonight here at Douglas High School. So I'm excited to get that underway. I spoke with Kim House Jr., just like I said, a tremendous, basically a veteran on this team, even though he is a junior in high school. He's played a lot of minutes and started a lot of games. So I caught up with him before and just picked his brain again. Here is Kim House Jr. We call him Monty of the Douglas Trojans. All right, I'm here with Douglas Trojan Kim House Jr. We call him Monty. Very excited about tonight's game. Douglas versus Palo Duro. This is really a monster matchup on paper as we get deeper into the season. Your Douglas Trojans currently ranked you're currently ranked number 1 in Class 4A, but you've got a 4-1 record. Talk about this team, Monty. What makes this team special?
We play together, we play hard on defense, and we just continue to do the right things.
Talk about your role on this team, because you've just had such an experienced career, playing so much as a freshman and then as a sophomore. Now you're taking on a little bit bigger of a leadership role, I would imagine, in your junior year. What's that look like to you?
Whatever coach needs me to do. If he needs me to play defense, if he needs me to be the point guard, if he needs me to score, whatever he needs me to do, whatever it takes to win.
What's been the biggest difference between your game this year and last year? I know you've put in a lot of work in the offseason, and now we're about to be 6 games into the season. How do you feel like you've progressed as a player?
I feel like I've just gotten older and more mature. I feel bigger, stronger, but that's it.
Different look teammate-wise this year. Gone are Jaden Williams and Landry Ballard and some of the integral parts of those state championship teams. But you're also a part of that state championship team from the year before last. What's this team about this year? You've got Zio Pogba coming in, Jamel Morris, some new additions, but you've also got some teammates like Trevor Snell, Chris Harris that are always around. What's the biggest difference between this year's team and last year's team?
We got a new team. It's always the same goal, just win and do it the right way.
How excited are you about this matchup on Palo Duro? Do you know much about them?
Yes, I'm very excited. Great team. They play hard. It's going to be a good game tonight.
Again, we're here with Monty House and Kim House Jr. What do you want to see from your team early on at the beginning of this game? What's the focus early on?
Push the transition and just play hard on defense.
All right. Thank you very much, Kim House. Good luck tonight. Look forward to talking with you again soon.
Thank you.
All right, yeah, that's in Kim House Jr. I think he's going to take his game to another level this year, Dylan. I just think he is all about basketball. He comes from a great family that has really mentored him and raised him to have a high work ethic, and he has proven that time and time again on the court.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I can just tell by looking at him, he is bigger and stronger. He's well-spoken, great young man, comes from a great family, like you said, got a great head on his shoulders. So he feels like this is his junior year, and it could be a breakout year for him. I would not be shocked. He already has tons of varsity basketball under his belt, so he's more comfortable out there. Look for him to put the team on his back if he needs to tonight.
Now, I did catch up with a senior Douglas Trojan, Kingston Hall, who we have just watched progress over the years. This is his last year, and he is a starter this year, and he is excited about the opportunity. I think his skill set is very underrated, but it won't be for long.
No, he's got a nice game. I like his game.
And I caught up with Kingston Hall, who was enjoying his senior year. Caught up with him right before the game. Here's our conversation.
All right, I'm here with Douglas Trojan, senior guard, Kingston Hall. Senior year, man. It's here. Already 5 games into the season. How you feeling so far early?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling that the team is moving right in the right steps, and I feel that we're very hungry.
Now, I've seen you've started to rack up the W's. You had a really bad beat off a half-court shot not long ago, which was just the craziest way to end. How do you feel like you guys have evolved since that time? Is tonight's game the next game?
Yes, sir. Off the loss, we don't count as a loss. We count as a lesson. So we try to build from the lesson and keep getting better every day.
Talk about your role on the team this year. Senior year, starting, ranked number 1 in Class 4A. Do you feel the pressure? How do you kind of view your role on this team?
No, sir, I don't feel any pressure. I feel my role on this team is a guy that does a little bit of everything, doing the little things, doing some of the big things as well, though. But mainly doing the little things, rebounding, playing defense, going for the loose balls, making my open shots, making smart plays for my teammates.
Got some new teammates this year too. I mean, how do you compare this year's team compared to some of the previous teams in years past?
I feel this year we also have, this year once again we have one of the top guards in the state. So I feel that every day it's a challenge going in against competing against guys like that every day, like it's been the last 3 years.
What's something that you've really worked on in the off season that you hope to improve on this year?
My ball handling in the open court and rebounding.
Got a big game against Palo Duro tonight. I mean, this is a basketball school from the state of Texas making their way all the way to Oklahoma City to take on you and your team. What's this game look like to you?
This game looks like any other games, trying to go out there and punch first and get the W.
What do you want to see from your team early? Where's the focus?
Focus on limiting our turnovers this game. That's what we really look first to. Keeping people in front of us, limiting turnovers, boxing out. That's what we're looking for.
Senior Kingston Hall, thank you very much. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
All right, yeah, you heard it. That's King Hall, who's taking on a bigger role on this team this year. I mean, you just his experience alone is deserving of, starting rotation, starting spot. I really like his outside game. He has shown to shoot the perimeter shot pretty consistently. He's gotten so much taller since his sophomore year. Really rangy, long arms, long legs. Just in a great basketball body, and I think he really is excited about this is senior year, and you want to go out on top. And that was something that they did not achieve last year, and we know some of those senior players that will go down in Douglas history as two-time state champions. It just fell short of the mountaintop last year. Jaden Williams, Devon Scott, Landry Ballard,
yeah.
Jaden Nickens, Tyler Williams. There were so many, but the list is long when you think about Douglas alumni basketball players.
Can't forget about Snoop.
Snoop Ransom, of
Yep.
course, an amazing player that's playing collegiately. But this team is new and it's different. And so we're excited to see what this looks like. I'm also excited to see the progression of Chris Harris Jr., who has really put in a ton of work in the offseason to get better. I talked to him before the post game. We didn't record it, but he had a real big focus on working on his inside game, getting his footwork perfect. It's something that he really wants to build a foundation, and that's something that he's been striving to do. So I'm eager to see what he looks like tonight. He's also been working a little bit on his mid-range, but I think that if we can get the camera over here to I want to get the pregame warm-ups, because this is always fun to watch. Let's get this going. See some dunks here. There you go. Switch over. There we go. All right. Yeah, this is always a fun part of pregame here at Douglas High School, because the Trojans showcase their athleticism here.
There's a lot of athleticism in that black and orange. You better believe it. You talked about all the change, all the different players coming in, the moving parts, the new starters, but guess what? There's one common denominator, and that's head coach Steven Alexander. He's a champion. He's already done it. He's been to the mountaintop multiple times. So as long as they have him at the helm, I feel very confident in this Douglas team.
Right, and obviously his experience, his success, he knows the route that you have to take, and that's run right at adversity. Like, you don't shy away from adversity. You've got to – all that's going to end up being is more – difficult adversity. You've got to tackle this thing head first, and the schedule is what it is. It's extremely hard. They're going to Illinois later this week, and they're going to play some teams from the Chicago and Illinois area, and that's done on purpose. He wants to put this team in a fire and see how they respond, and that's why Duro is playing here tonight. Duro's got a great basketball program. They've won state championships in Class 5A in the state of Texas. And they've driven all the way here to take on Class 4A Douglas, because they know it's going to be good on good, and both teams are going to end up getting better. Only one will win tonight.
This is very, very true. Should be a phenomenal matchup. They always say pressure is a privilege. And that's exactly what you get when it's the Douglas Trojans. They got a lot of pressure because they've won so much. They're very successful. So a lot of people, when they play the Douglas Trojans, they're going to give them their best shot. And it's not going to be an easy game no matter what, just because of what it says on that jersey in orange and black.
Again, big shout out to our sponsors. We really do appreciate everything you do for Oklahoma City Public School athletics, and it allows us to put a spotlight on what these young scholar athletes are trying to accomplish throughout their athletic careers. We've broadcasted a ton of football games. Now that football season is officially over, we can now switch our focus to high school basketball, and that's where Oklahoma City Public Schools thrive. There's a lot of talent in Oklahoma City, and some really, really competitive basketball teams that are competing for spots in the state tournament. And the state tournament's going to be a little bit different this year because it's in a new venue. And thank goodness for that. You and I have had some great times at the big house.
We sure have.
But we've also had some power outages.
Last year was rough.
Some crazy technical things happen in that old building. A lot of memories that we'll cherish for a lifetime, that will last forever. But this year it's on to the new venue. I believe it's called the Coliseum, if I'm not mistaken. And it's state-of-the-art. All right, so we are about 5 minutes, 48 seconds away from getting this game underway. And again, our big-time sponsors, Cricket Wireless, SSM Health, and OCCC. Stay tuned for our halftime show, brought to you by Chuck Davis at State Farm. And we will update you on how this first half looks. We'll respond to the product that we see. we don't have any idea what's going to happen, but that's the beauty of this game tonight, is anything can happen. We'll also talk adjustments and move forward, but Chuck Davis from State Farm is our halftime show sponsor. And then later in the game, after the game, we will have our Just Burgers Player of the Game award. And if you haven't had smash burgers done right, you got to check out Just Burgers off 23rd and Midwest Boulevard. Absolutely delicious cheeseburgers, some of the best burgers in the state of Oklahoma. Again, our title sponsor, SSM Health Hospitals, proud sponsors of Oklahoma City Public School broadcast. Sometimes after hard-fought games, players need the services of a sports medicine specialist. And SSM Health Hospitals have a great team of physicians to help heal players from their injuries and get back in the game 100%. So, not far away from tip-off. Again, we've got a 4-minute commercial break. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout, catch our breath, get the national anthem sung, and then get ready and watch this basketball game take place and get underway against the number 1 ranked Douglas Trojans, taking on the Palo Duro Amarillo High School in Texas. I really don't even have their mascot. I don't even know what they're called.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering what the mascot is, but nonetheless, really good basketball team coming into Oklahoma City, home of the NBA champs, by the way. So it just hits different now when you can call your city home of the NBA champions.
Okay, our producer's saying they're the Dons, the Palo Duro Dons.
Okay.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, it actually says that on the back of their warm-up, so Langston is correct.
All right, well, Langston doesn't lie. There's no question about that. All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break and come back and get this game underway. We're 3 minutes away from tip-off. We'll get the national anthem sung and then get this game underway. This is 2 really talented teams, Palo Duro, Douglas. May the best team win when we come back. We are broadcasting live from Douglas High School on PPBC TV and OKC Sports Radio 105.3, sponsored by Cricket Wireless, SSM Health, and OCCC. We'll be back. And we are back here live from Douglas High School for our high school basketball broadcast, sponsored by Cricket Wireless, SSM Health, and Old Triple C. Broadcast live on OKC Sports Radio 105.3. Streaming live on PPBC TV. I'm your play-by-play announcer, Chase Swick. Dylan Tribble to my right. We've discussed everything that we've needed to discuss going up to tip-off here that will begin here momentarily. Our starters for the Douglas Trojans here tonight: Kingston Hall, number 1, senior. Number 2, junior Trevor Snell. Number 3, junior Inkim Madi House. Number 5, Zio Pogba, senior. Number 11, senior Jamel Morris. That's your starting lineup. For the Douglas Trojans, for Palo Duro, it's number 1, Julian Reese is second. Number 2, Cheston Mitchell Jr. Number 3, Judah Clayton. Number 5, Abdi Hussein. And number 32, Kyron Brown. And it's going to be Julian Reese and Jamel Morris. Sorry, Jamel is number 13. And the game has begun. Palo Duro wins the tip. Here they go. They're going to start out with their first possession on offense. Trevor Snell's right in there in front of number 3, Judah Clayton. They go left, drive the paint, kick it out. Moving the ball around the perimeter, 32, Kyron Brown has the ball, then gives it back to Clayton. Clayton kind of directing traffic for Palo Duro. Douglas is running the man-to-man defense. They penetrate, lose control, ball goes out of bounds. Julian Reese was trying to attack the rim.
I think that was Kingston Hall with the block attempt. It's out of bounds on him, so it will stay with Palo Duro.
Foul on the floor. Clayton will inbound from the baseline, finds Brown, back to Clayton in the corner. King Hall is guarding him pretty well right now. They just fill out this team. Julian Reese with the jumper, no good, rebounded. Jamel Morris is swinging his elbows, saying, give me that ball. Now he's going to move on the right side. Mel on the wing, crosses over, goes to King, now to the left side to Pogba. Pogba moving, now goes to Madi House. Back to Trevor Snell, restart their half-court set. On the right side to Mel. Mel looking, backdoor cut to Pogba, puts up the shot, it's blocked, he somehow gets it, puts back, it's good.
That's just total hustle by Zio Pogba. He loses the first shot attempt, gets his own rebound, goes back up for 2.
And Palo Duro attacks the rim, misses a shot. It's rebounded by Jamel Morris, gets it, fires it over the left side to Madi. Madi attacks, puts up the shot, no good. Rebound, put back, no good. Rebound, Palo Duro. Now they're off to the races on the right side. Down 2-0 Douglas. Palo Duro, the Dons. Drives, kicks it out to Reese. Reese goes right to Clayton. Now to Brown. Brown penetrates, somehow puts up a weird-looking shot as he spun through the air.
Just a circus shot of attempt of a layup there. They end up calling a foul on Zio. I thought his hands were straight up, but there must have been some body contact. So now it's Kyron Brown going to the free throw line for 2 shots of Palo Duro.
So that was the first foul for Douglas. So I guess earlier he stepped out of bounds. It wasn't a foul?
Yeah, it was just deflected out of bounds on Kingston.
Gotcha. All right, so they make the free throw. That's Kyron Brown. Coming off of the football season, Kyron Brown and Julian Reese were football players at Palo Duro and are just now returning to their basketball team. So they're a little rusty, but they're better with them on the floor. So let's see what happens. And they're fighting. Douglas trying to fight through the press. Goes left to Pogba. Now to House. House to Jamel. Jamel with the layup. Beautiful. Off the glass.
Yeah, just slice that defense in between the 2 defenders. Finishes with a nice layup.
4-2 Douglas. Ball goes out of bounds.
I think they're going to say deflected off of Madi. Never mind. I think it's going to be Douglas Trojan basketball. Yes, indeed it is. They're up 4-2.
Good defense by the Trojans. Trevor Snell calling out the play. Really impressed with him, just his leadership qualities, being a great teammate. This is a tight-knit unit. They go to Pogba, back to Mel on the wing, now left side to Snell. Trevor saying, hey, calm down. Let's find the open shot. They give it to Mel on the right side. He spins, goes baseline, loses control. They're going to call a reach-in foul on Palo Duro.
Yep, that's exactly what it was. It was a reach behind the back on Reese the second. It's on the floor, so it looks like Douglas is going to throw it in underneath their own goal. Here's Motti to throw it in.
Looking for the open man. They're not even going to cover him. Can't find Kingston Hall on the right side. Drives baseline, fires it. Foul on the floor before he could.
They're going to call a charge on Kingston Hall. He was driving to the cup and ends up dishing it out to Motti, but he did plow through a Palo Duro defender.
I'm guessing he set his feet. I'm just taking their word for it. All right. And Douglas is going to press. Snell, Pogba comes up, applying pressure. Get to the middle of the court. Ooh, almost stolen by Jamel Morris. Go to the right side. Clayton for three. No good. Rebounded. Jamel, who's now off to the races. He's going to take it. Puts up the shot. Gets it to fall. No foul. No blocking foul. No charge.
Back-to-back tough layups by Morris. He's getting started early.
Trevor Snell on the left side guarding Julian Reese. Now he goes to Kuda Clayton. Clayton moving the basketball around. You had Cheston Mitchell over there. Clayton gets the ball back, gives it to Kyron Brown. Brown looking, moving the ball, can't really penetrate or find any room to maneuver. There's a Douglas Trojan in the way every time. Now they find some room, almost tipped by Jamel
I thought
Morris.
He traveled.
And Kuda Clayton's top of the key, but Trevor Snell's, this is great defense by Douglas.
Phenomenal.
Constant pressure. Get away with the pass, put up the jumper, no good. Offensive board, Brown puts it up, no good. Stolen by Kingston Hall. Fires it over to In-Kim House. 2-on-2. House says, let me take care of it.
He said, let me take it to the house, to the painted area. Finishes over multiple defenders for a nice layup.
6-point lead for the Douglas Trojans. They're going to call King Hall with the foul. That's his first foul of the night. 3:56 left in the first quarter, 8-2, Douglas on top.
Douglas is doing really good in transition with that offense. They're beating the Dons defense down the court and capitalizing.
Motti inbounds it to Trevor Snell on the left side. He gets cross half court, trying to get through that defender, goes left to Morris, who attacks and puts up the shot. What a rebound by King Hall.
Yep.
Goes out of nowhere and one hand scoops it and then falls down.
He got pushed in the back by Kyron Brown, so it's another foul against Palo Duro on the floor.
Great effort by Kingston Hall.
Totally different player from last year.
I mean, he's very aggressive, very aggressive.
And Douglas is going to keep it to inbound from their own baseline. It's going to be Trevor Snell to inbound it, the junior point guard.
Talked to him before the game. He is so excited about this basketball team and what their capabilities are. Here's Motti House to Hall. Hall, top of the key, gives it to Snell. Snell on the left side says, come here. I need a runner. I need a screen. Goes left to Pogba. Nope, that's Morris. I'm sorry. Morris to House. House attacks off the block, off the glass. No good. Offensive board by Jamel Morris, who's just been controlling everything that's going in the paint. Splits the double team, puts up the shot, and they're going to call it travel.
Unreal. A lot of contact on that drive. I'll tell you what, Morris is quite the rebounder offensively and defensively. He's just pounding the glass, just hustling. So now Douglas got their full court press, trying to get a turnover by Palo Duro. Palo Duro drives to the rack, can't get it to go, but there's going to be a blocking foul, and that's on Morris.
Did Jamel Morris get his feet set?
I think he was sliding to the right a little bit, so it's going to be a shooting foul. We got the Dons at the free throw line. There are only 2 points on the night are from the stripe.
Well, and they've had to work hard for those 2 points. Douglas's defense has been tenacious to start this game. They've been constant pressure, constantly in the way, constant movement. And that's the way it's designed. Make the free throw. Cheston Mitchell Jr. of Palo Duro gets the bucket. gets within 5. He'll have another free throw attempt. 3:03 left in the first quarter. Misses. Rebounded. Monty House. Fires over to Snell. Snell on the right side, just eyeballing it on the right. He gets double teamed, has to kick it to Monty for 3. No good. Rebounded Polidoro. Now they're off to the races, trying to take advantage of the transition. Goes up for the rebound, dunk, misses it. Trevor Snell fires it up, and there is a dunk attempt by Morris, misses it.
Refs are letting them play through a lot of contact.
Polidoro jump step, stolen. Monty gives it to King Hall and off to the races. Here's Morris off the block, puts it up. Blocking foul.
That's
Polidoro.
the right call. That was Kyron Brown with the blocking foul. The feet were clearly not set from our viewpoint. So now it's Douglas going to the free throw line on the other end, and it's going to be Morris.
You know, talking to basketball teams, coaches specifically, say it's okay if my team's a little sloppy early in the season. We want to be playing our best in the
March.
spring.
Yeah, no doubt.
Doug, I like the way Douglas is playing here.
Oh, yeah.
On December 9th.
I'm right there with you. I love the way that Jamil Morris has started this basketball game.
And he misses the free throw, so we can't hype him up too much. 10-3, Douglas up by 7. Polidoro kicks it in the corner, now to the wing, now to top of the key. Shooter Clayton gives it to Reese. Reese back to Clayton. Getting stolen. Zio Popka finds Mel. Jamel Morris, alley-oop, and can't get the dunk to fall. Just a little bit off track.
Had a 2-on-1.
Rebounded Polidoro, gets it all the way to baseline, puts up the shot off the glass, no good. Fighting for a rebound, it's Monty House, and I think it was last touched by Polidoro.
Yep, yes it was, yes indeed. So it is going to be Douglas Trojans basketball. Last touch by Julian Reese, the second of Polidoro.
I like the pace of this game for Douglas here. I
Both
feel
teams
like
are playing with pace.
They're kind of controlling it right now. You just want to look like you're the aggressor. You're going to play my style of basketball. I'm not going to play yours.
Polidoro with the full court press.
Here's Monty House trying to get to half court. Goes to number 4, Xavion Bates, who I'm really excited about. Pogba for 3. No good. Rebound of Polidoro. Down 7. The Dons trying to get a bucket. Right side. Clayton to Hussein. To Clayton. Sliding on the court. Reese to Clayton. Deep 3. Desperation 3. Rebounded Jamel Morris. Jamel just long stride runs, gives it to King, passes up the 3, goes left to Monty House, now goes to number 4, Bates. Bates is very quick with the basketball, ladies and gentlemen. One of the fastest players in the state. Here's a 3-point shot by Monty House, no good, rebounded Polidoro. Down 7, they're trying to, it's stolen by Bates. Bates going to take it and loses control, gets it knocked out of his hands. Otherwise, he's going up for a layup in transition.
Yeah, probably the smart play there by the Dons just to poke that one out of bounds and not give up the fast break layup. So now it's Monty House to throw it in from the baseline.
And we've got another whistle, a push.
Yep, it's going to be a foul before the inbound pass even occurred.
57 seconds left in the first quarter. Douglas up 10-3 on Polidoro, who's a Class 5A school from Texas, driven all the way from Amarillo.
That's not a short drive. Here comes Big Chris in the game for the first time tonight.
Chris Harris Jr., the 6'8 center/forward. Now they're going to inbound it to Monty. Monty going to restart the half-court set. Goes right, steps back. Looking for a teammate to get out the way. Now he gives it up to number 12, Isaac Dorsey. Now they get it to Mel on the block. He's going to work his way around. Gives it to Bates. Bates left, back to Mel. On the block. Fade away. Can't get the shot, but they're going to call a foul on Polidoro's number 23, Guy Sanchez. Be his first foul. Jamel Morris, the senior for Douglas, will go to the free throw line to try to extend their lead a little bit.
Yeah, and Morris is just getting downhill. He's going to the defenders. He's forcing them in tough scenarios. He's drawn multiple fouls already. We'll see if he can knock down these free throws.
Jamel knocks it down there. 11-3 Douglas start. Trying to make it 12-3.
Mel's rocking those throwback KD 4s.
Clean cut. I think they go well with the white jerseys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Makes a second. So it's 12-3 is your score. The home team, Douglas Trojans, are on top.
Jamel Morris going to take a breather. King Hall back in the game. Here comes Palo Duro. Oh, and it's tipped by Motti, but still somehow Palo Duro completes the pass. Here's Kuda Clayton attacks, puts up the shot, blocked by Chris Harris Jr. Gives it to Xavion Bates. You can see his ball handling ability, fires all the way over in the corner to Dorsey, now to Kim House Jr. Motti swings, goes left, jump stop, puts up the shot, gets his own board, gets the putback.
That's all hustle by Motti. Misses the first attempt, goes back up, gets his own board, and makes the two.
Here's Palo Duro, desperation three, no good. It's been all Douglas Trojan basketball here in the first quarter, 14-3 here to start this game. What's your reaction?
I love it. I love the pace that Douglas has played with. They're playing really aggressive on defense, not giving Palo Duro many good looks at all. I mean, their only points for the game are from the free throw line, Swick. They have not made one field goal yet in this game, which is credit to the way Douglas is playing defense. They're jumping in the passing lanes. They're getting steals. They're rebounding well. They're just firing on all cylinders in this first quarter of basketball.
Right, and they're not playing like, like desperate. You know what I mean? Like
they're not forcing anything.
It's a controlled
right.
aggression, and I think that's a sign of a seasoned team that's mentally confident in their abilities, and they just want to go out there and do it. They're not, trying to get too aggressive, rack up the fouls. Sometimes when you get overamped early, you see some careless turnovers. They're not doing that. They're just playing relentless defense, and that's kind of what this team's about, mantra-wise. So they're ranked number 1 in Class 4A on December 9th for a reason.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. I mean, they know what it takes to get to the mountaintop, so they're off to a great start. I love the effort that I'm seeing by the Douglas Trojans. I mean, it's all because of head coach Steven Alexander. This is how he coached this team every year.
And they're up 14-3 on Palo Duro, the Dons out of Amarillo, Texas. They're 8-2, ladies and gentlemen. They've already played 10 games.
Yeah, they're a good
team. And won 8 of them.
Right.
Class 5A school out of Texas. I mean, trying not to get, overly excited about, the success here early in this game, but there's a lot to like about this Douglas Trojan team.
A lot of basketball left, too. So we will get this second quarter underway. Douglas is going to have it. It's Trevor Snell.
Xavion Bates, Trevor Snell on the floor at the same time is an interesting dynamic at the guard position. Then you've got Big Chris down there, 6'8", 6'9", controlling the paint. This is going to be interesting. And Dorsey loses control, and it's stolen by Palo Duro. Now they're trying to score in transition. Gives it to Mitchell Jr., who's trying to back his way past Dorsey. Goes left, high post to Clayton. Clayton kicks it. Three-point shot, no good. Rebounded Chris Harris Jr.
That's exactly what they want from Chris, rebounding and blocks.
Trevor Snell on the right side, trying to maneuver his way past these speedy guards of Palo Duro. Avoids the double team. King Hall now right side, Isaac Dorsey. No good. Rebounded Palo Duro. Now they're going to swing things and also slow it down at the same time. Really good ball handling ability by Kuda Clayton. Clayton goes right, now gets it back. Down low, finds the open man, puts up the shot, no good, and they're going to call Dorsey on the foul.
Yeah, a lot of contact down there on that attempt to go up in the paint. So now it's going to be Palo Duro once again at the free throw line where all their points have came from thus far in the game. Another opportunity to get 2 more if he can make them.
Yeah, I mean, right now this is the most open shot you're going to get here for Palo Duro, and you missed it. Free throws are only free if you make it.
Yep, and that's who's
saying. If you miss it, they cost you.
They sure do. They sure do. That's Hussein. Missed the first. Here's his second.
Misses the second.
It cost him
Dorsey
twice.
with the rebound. Trevor Snell overlooking the defense, trying to get through that double team. Goes back to Dorsey. Dorsey to Snell. Right there at the logo. Calling somebody to come up. He needs somebody to come up. Now he's going to attack and puts up the shot. No good. Rebounded Palo Duro. 6:38 left in the second quarter. Stolen by Bates. Bates kicks it to Snell. Three-point shot. Got it.
Big time shot by Trevor Snell. What a great pass by Bates to find his man open in the corner.
You got to watch out for Xavier Bates. He's sneaky fast, ladies and gentlemen. Right there, you watch out because he can get there quick. Missed shot, offensive board, put back is no good, but there is a foul on the play.
Definitely a lot of contact there. It's going to be number 12, Dejan Flanori for Palo Duro at the stripe. His first free throws of the game. He got that offensive board, went back up and draw the contact. So it's 17-3. Douglas is up big in this second quarter with 6:12 left.
Misses another free throw.
Third free throw in a row that the
Palo
Dons
Duro
have missed.
has got to, I guarantee you, Coach Loftus is not happy with his team's performance from the free throw line. And really,
it's been a rough start for him.
It has been. It has been, but it's hard to find an open shot right now against these Douglas Trojans.
Yep, and back in the game for Douglas is Zio along with Jamel Morris.
Zio Pogba, somebody that has really good hops.
Electric basketball player.
Put in a lot of work this season.
Right, so they
with
get one
Coach
to go.
Alexander. So there's a timeout. Coach Alexander's going to call a timeout. We're going to stay right here. Again, the score is 17-3.
It should be 4. He made that last free throw.
Okay, 17-4 right now. In the second quarter, Douglas on top of Palo Duro, the Dons from Amarillo, Texas, who's Class 5A out of the state of Texas. 6 minutes, 11 seconds left. I mean, I guess I thought it would be a little bit closer of a game. Dylan, am I out of line for
No,
that?
you're not. You're not. I mean, Palo Duro, they're not a scrub basketball team by any means. They're a well-known basketball team in the state of Texas. A lot of respect for their program and their head coach, but they just came out here, and it's been rough for them with that Douglas defense. And then Douglas is just getting out, putting the pressure on their defense in transition. They're getting great looks and knocking shots down. 17-4, all Douglas so far, but we still got a lot of basketball left. 6:11 left here in the second quarter. Here we go. It's Douglas basketball.
All right, we'll see what happens. In Kim Mahdi House Jr. will inbound it from the baseline. Full court throw, catches it. Just misses it. Pogba couldn't catch on. Duro, three-point shot, got it. It's the first shot from the field I think we've seen in Palo Duro in a long time.
That is
Cut
the first
it
shot
to
from
10,
the field.
17-7. Douglas with the basketball and a 10-point lead. Mahdi House gets double teamed. They get it to Morris on the wing. Now corner, Pogba for three. No good. Rebounded Palo Duro, and I think they're going to call a foul on Trevor Snell.
Yeah, it's a reach in. He was trying to go for the steal. Got some contact on the arm of number 3, Clayton. So Palo Duro gets the basketball down by 10 now. They just hit a big three, much needed for them.
5:46 left. Douglas up 17-7, but Palo Duro has the basketball. Judah Clayton thought about it, gives it to his teammate for three. Got it. Number 12 to Juan Flannery.
That's his back-to-back three-point made for Flannery.
Cuts it to 7. Palo Duro starting to make a dent. Goes left to Snell. Pogba, baseline, drives. Foul on the floor.
I think they're going to call an offensive foul on Zio. He kind of used his elbow to try to make some space on that drive. So offensive foul, and it's going to go right back to Palo Duro, who's got some life now. Flannery came off the bench, hit back-to-back threes to make it 17-10.
Chris Henry takes a breather. Back in the game is Kingston Hall, the senior forward for Douglas. Here's Palo Duro moving it. Top of the key goes left. Julian Reese. Now to Clayton. Fakes, gets the fake, kicks it. 3-point shot again, no good. Rebounded by Zio Pogba, who goes left. He may go coast to coast, but he tried to find Jamel Morris.
He threw the pass behind him. Morris was too quick on the cut to the basket. Just couldn't connect on that. That would have been an easy deuce, but it's out of bounds, and it's Palo Duro basketball.
They'll have another opportunity to cut the deficit even more. Feel like the momentum is shifted a little bit for the Dons.
It's a game of runs.
They go left to number 5, Abdi Hussein. Now down low, gets the bucket, and it's a 5-point game now, 17-12. Douglas inbound, fighting the press. Monty House goes left to Trevor. Snell trying to cross him over. Now he gets double team, has to give it back to House. House to Snell. Left side to Morris for the dunk.
And that's exactly what you need, the momentum killer. Morris drives baseline and goes up with a two-hand dunk. That'll kill the momentum of the Dons real quick.
That's a real big play that I think that you're going to see a lot of this season.
Yeah, that's a highlight reel for Jamil Morris. What a great play by him. Did they give him a tech? I think they did.
For hanging on the rim?
Oh, man. I don't like that call. But the Dons make them pay. They make the first technical foul free throw.
I mean, that's the only thing. I did not see any kind of taunting or anything like that.
It's Kuda Clayton at the line. I don't know. Maybe we missed something up here, Swick.
It may be hanging on the rim. We'll see. Shout out to all our people that are watching the live stream, the basketball game, straight from your mobile device on PPBC TV. You can comment. You can share the stream with others around the nation that want to watch some really good high school basketball. That's what we do here on PPBC TV. Paloduro's going to inbound it to Kuda Clayton, and Xavion Bates is right in front of him. Good luck with that. He's a fast human being, and they kick it in the corner, trying to get past Bates. Kuda Clayton turns, spins, puts up the shot, gets the bucket. Had to work really hard for it. Back to a 5-point swing. 3-point swing now, 19-16. Douglas is up 17-3 at one point.
Yeah, they're up big. Here's Zio with the drive.
Zio, Euro step, blocking foul on Polidoro. Foul on the floor. That will be foul number 5. Oh, no, that's number 2 this quarter for Polidoro.
Yep, and that foul was on Kuda Clayton. It was on the floor, so it's going to be Bates to throw it in from the baseline for the Trojans.
Bates going to inbound it to Kim House Jr. Motti goes left to Pogba, top of the key, cuts off a screen, spins, drives, kicks to Bates. Bates for 3. No good. Rebounded Polidoro. Kuda Clayton with the rebound. Now he's going to bring the ball up, goes left to number 23, Guy Sanchez. Now passes off to his teammate Hussein. Cheston Mitchell got the ball, but then a foul is called.
I think it was a travel.
He took
one too many steps, shuffled his feet. So it's going to go right back to the Trojans. They're up by 3, 19-16, 3:27 left before half.
Xavion Bates passes it into Trevor Snell, goes left to Monty House. Monty to Hall for 3. No good, and a fight for a rebound. Polidoro comes up with it, but boy, they had to work hard for it, and there's a timeout by the Polidoro Dons of Amarillo, Texas.
Smart timeout by head coach Loftus, because Sanchez almost lost it. So 3:13 left, 19-16 your score, Trojans up.
Well, you know, I asked you earlier, I said, am I out off base for feeling like this is a little bit too good of a start here for Douglas? I wish I hadn't said that, because here come Polidoro. Douglas was at one time up 17-3. The score right now is 19-16 with 3 minutes and 13 seconds left in the second quarter. What happened?
Well, what happened was the back-to-back threes by number 12, DeJuan Flannery. He comes in off the bench, makes an instant impact, hits some free throws, and then they find him for back-to-back three-pointers, and they're right back in it after that.
Yeah, and we said earlier, I mean, Polidoro's 8-2 in the state of Texas. Class 5A, they're used to being the controller.
Right. Both
And
teams are really.
and it's true. And here they go. They're going to attack a nice dish, and they get a missed bucket, but an offensive board put back, no good. Rebounded Xavier Bates. Strong board by him. Now they're past half court in a blink of an eye. Hands off to Pogba. Pogba pivots. Three-point shot by Snell. No good. Rebounded Polidoro.
Douglas is getting the open looks they want. The threes just aren't falling for them.
Here is Polidoro on the right side. They find an open man who is wide open underneath. They didn't see him. Easy bucket. 1 point game. Douglas is up 19-18. 2:30 left in the second quarter. Pogba, left side. Savion Bates. Snell on the left side. Now top of the key. He's going to restart their half-court set. Calling it out. Defense is stepping up. Now they'll run the play. Savion Bates on the right side. Goes left to Pogba. Pulls up. Long two. Gets it to fall.
The
Three-point lead,
mid-range
Douglas.
art is not dead. That's Zio with the midi. He's been watching Shea Gilgeous-Alexander gets that to go.
21-18. Polidoro with the basketball down 3. Kuda Clayton, their point guard, top of the key. Goes left to Guy Sanchez. Sanchez to the right. Julian Reese. Three-point shot by Polidoro, no good. And what? That's an over-the-back
Clear
rebound.
over the back by Sanchez. He goes over Bates' back. Way to block out by Xavion Bates.
I thought that was in Kim House. Or was that Bates?
It was Bates.
Okay.
Much smaller player, but he is a strong guy, and he's got a lot of fight in him.
Xavion Bates wearing the white headband, number 4. In Kim House Jr., white headband, number 3.
Yep. House is just a little bit taller. It's Douglas basketball. Here's
Inbounds to Morris. Morris on the left side. Now he gets it to Hall. Cuts back in. Now the corner on the other side. Pogba drives baseline. Gives it back to Hall. Puts in the layup with ease.
Great cut right there by Hall. Zio finds him in the middle of the paint for 2.
And here is Polidoro on the wing. Moving it. Clayton up the top. Now to number 12, Flannery. Hands off to Reese. They're just kind of slowing things down at the top of the key. Trying to figure out how they want to attack this Douglas defense who we haven't seen go into zone yet. It's been all man-to-man, and they've been pretty good at it.
Yeah, no doubt. Coach Steve trusts them in that man-to-man.
Polidoro's down 5. Jamel Morris is in front of Flannery with the basketball. Now he goes right. Just staying all along the perimeter. Not even attempted to go inside or make a pass to try and get an open shot. Now they go inside, kick it back out, and there's a travel on Polidoro.
Phenomenal defense right there by Douglas. They didn't give them any type of good look. End up forcing a turnover and getting the basketball.
And there's no panic. It's
at
just
all.
It's controlled aggression. And there's a pass to Morris on the inside on a transition play. Gets the bucket, and Douglas starting to separate again. They're up 7, 25-18. 25 seconds left. Polidoro is probably going to dribble this down and take the last shot. They don't want Douglas to have another opportunity to score again.
Don't be surprised if Douglas tries to go for a steal.
Here's Mitchell's going to drive. Puts up the shot. Can't get it to go. Rebounded Kingston Hall. 6
They got
seconds
time.
left. Here's House. Baseline. Kicks it to Hall for 3. No good. Put back is no good.
Had multiple looks. I like it. But the score is 25-18. Douglas is on top of Palo Duro High School out of Amarillo, Texas.
Reaction to what we just saw. Obviously, game of runs. It started off Douglas real hot. Then Polidoro fought back, got within 2. And Douglas, I feel like they made an adjustment right there and then started to really distribute the basketball a little bit better. Never really changed anything defensively. But what was your reaction on the first half?
Well, I like how they answered the run of Palo Duro because they hit him in the mouth from the jump. They had a nice lead, like you said, 17-3, and then Palo Duro starts firing away, hitting some threes, playing good defense. And Douglas, they didn't panic. It didn't phase them. They stayed with the task at hand, and that's playing good defense and getting out in transition And what happens with that, they get to the cup, high percentage baskets, and they took the lead back, and now we're 25-18.
You're right. And, of course, our halftime sponsor is Chuck Davis from State Farm. Life is unpredictable, but your insurance doesn't have to be. Chuck Davis, your local State Farm agent, protects what matters most with great coverage and great service. Call him at 405-378-8008 for Chuck Davis at State Farm. We're going to take a real quick timeout. We'll talk about some more of what we witnessed here in the first half, but also adjustments. Douglas is up 25-18 here at halftime. On top of the Class 5A out of state of Texas, Amarillo, Texas, the Palo Duro Dons. So stick with us. You're listening to high school basketball live on PPBC TV and OKC Sports Radio 105.3. Sponsored by Cricket Wireless, SSM Health, and OCCC. We'll be back. sponsors, Chuck Davis State Farm. Life is unpredictable, but your insurance doesn't have to be. Chuck Davis, your local State Farm agent, protects what matters most with great coverage and great service. Call Chuck Davis today. 378-8008. Our score here at halftime. Douglas Trojans up 25-18. What adjustments need to be made by both teams, really? If you're Douglas, you want to keep the momentum going. You want to keep the lead. You want to add to the lead. If you're Palo Duro, you want to somehow slow these Trojans down and, make some headways, get some stops, some turnovers. What gives here?
Well, Douglas, if I'm being nitpicky, they just got to try to do better to defend without fouling, because Palo Duro got a lot of their points in that first half, bringing it to the free throw line for them. That's how they really got that run started, was from the stripe. They didn't have a field goal from the floor for the longest time. Most of their points were from the stripe, and that's just being nitpicky there. And then Palo Duro, they got to get back in transition. Douglas is killing them on fast break points. We got a special guest here, Jay Swick.
Yes, we do. We've got head coach of the Douglas Trojans, the girls basketball team, who's with us. And
she's a legend. We got a legend in the building.
Absolutely, she's a legend. Coach Letitia Woods. Coach, how you doing? Oh, let's turn your mic on so we can hear you. There we go. How goes it? There we go. I think we're good now.
Okay.
There we go.
Yes,
okay.
Yes.
Can you hear us pretty well?
Yes, I can.
Okay, very good, very good. Talk about your girls basketball basketball team this year. Excited about this season?
Yes. Excited. We're working. Got some familiar faces and unfamiliar faces that's getting the culture,
Absolutely.
change and shocking and growing. The girls bond. They love each other. And we're just trying to compliment it on the court.
Well, I peeked in on your practice earlier. I don't know if I was supposed to do that or not. If I'm, breaking the rules, I'm sorry. But all I saw was your girls running hard and fast and a lot.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness. What a block by Jamel Morris.
That was a volleyball spike.
Holy.
Bump set spike.
Yeah,
Wow.
exactly. You just heard the impact.
Ball, Morris ball.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow, that was incredible. 25-21, 4-point lead by the Douglas Trojans. But Coach Woods, I'm excited about some of the players that you're returning. Obviously, Justice Woods, Nakaya Burge, and several others. I mean, are you really leaning on those players for to be your leaders of your team this year?
Absolutely. They're the ones that know the program the most. They are the ones who are pretty much, I'm calling my backpack holders. You got to put your team on the back this year and help everyone grow, because right now they're working hard, extremely hard. Of course, yes, they're running, but it's a different, I would say just a different sense, because you have different kids that are unfamiliar to work.
Right.
So helping them put quarters together right now, I'm gonna be honest, they're working extremely hard, great friends, and we're putting quarters together. That's my goal. Is we have 2 quarters right now that I have seen just as a coach that I'm not ignorant to, that we are dominating 2 courts. So in this month it's 3 courts, and then next month 4 quarters. So once we get that, you don't win championships in December, and they working for it.
That's facts.
Yeah.
King Hall with a big-time 3 to go up 7. 6 minutes left in the third quarter. Trojans starting to pull away a little bit, but they're still applying aggressive defense. Love that you've really implemented your oldest daughter, Kendra Gillespie, who's just a big-time Division I talent, has played basketball at Baylor University, BYU. To have that kind of experience and D1 talent now kind of helping you as a coach has to be a pretty cool thing.
It is. I mean, just as a mother to have her around is awesome. You miss her, miss the pieces. So she made a choice that she was pretty much, she's ready to be done with on the court, and next season would like to be at the collegiate level. So her being able to be here and be a vessel and learn, because she's always coached and it's just in her. I mean, it's a natural thing for my kids to be coaches. So now is being able to grow and develop fundamentally versus being around athletes who already know. So if you can teach a baby, or you can teach someone who never played, and you can develop a different type of skill set, you can really coach.
Yeah, that's true. That's
You know,
very true. Now,
'cause
you got her running scout team during practice?
Yes, yes.
I mean, that's the best look you can give your players.
She's running scout team. She's running not just scout team. She's doing the scouting reports and player development, just all in one piece. Now, her expertise is a little bit higher than what our skill set can do.
Right, I got you.
So sometimes I have to tell her, like, hey,
Calm it down.
we can't do that. You know, so, and she's like, why? Yes, they need to learn how to do
Right.
this. They're going to college, like, yes, but a ref is not going to accept that, or, you know, they haven't grown to that. But, man, having her is a blessing. And these girls, like I said, they're working extremely hard, and I'm excited. I am excited. Rankings came out yesterday, and we are number 2 in 4A, which is, it's only one contender that right now is our aim, that we want to run it back.
Yeah, of course. I mean, we
That's
were
right.
there.
Yeah.
We know what happened, and we know
Yeah.
that you use that as motivation during the
yes.
off season. So what kind of
Absolutely.
workouts you put them through in the off season?
Man, just this season alone, it's almost like we're in a AAU circuit or something,
Okay.
because we are traveling a buttload, you know. So we've got to experience Texas for the past pretty much 3 scenarios of playing basketball game, whether it's games or scrimmages. You know, they're bigger, stronger. You know, the refs let you play a little bit more hands-on. And this year, you know, one of the rules that I've heard just from our first game is the 2-hand touch is legal. And it's
Oh,
That's interesting.
Yes, and it's at the ref's discretion on how they call it. So they can ride you the entire time, okay? And it's at
Is
the
that
ref's.
something that you would address with the official before the game?
Well, that's something that I asked before the game, like, hey, is it, because usually it's 2 dribbles off, hot stove, you got to get off.
Right.
Can't touch, can't have hand on hip when they're going up. And he told me just, no, they can put 2 hands on while they're dribbling, and it's pretty much at the ref's discretion on
Gotcha.
the call.
We're talking with Coach Letitia Woods, head coach of the Douglas Trojet basketball team. You got all the way to the state championship game last year, and it was such a weird ordeal because the power outages in the semifinal game, you didn't get out of there till 1 a.m.
Yeah, that was
Last team to leave the arena, and then you had to come back that day and participate in the state championship game, and you fell just a little bit short
Yes.
of it against Lincoln Christian, who's very talented team. And
Yes.
I mean, that's just a day that I'll never forget, Coach. But I admire the tenacity of your girls, and you've got a lot of them coming back. And when's the next home game for the Douglas Trojets?
Oh, it will be January 3rd against Millwood.
Okay, we're going to be on the call for that one.
Okay.
So looking forward to that. That's going to be a
Yes.
lot of Soul Bowl basketball
Soul
version.
Bowl
Get ready.
basketball, yes.
Letitia Woods, coach of the Douglas Trojets. Coach, thank you
you.
so much for coming by.
Yes, thank you for having me.
All right, we'll
amazing
talk
seeing
soon.
you again.
Bye-bye.
All right, Paula Duro is going to get the shot blocked by Zio Pogba. Came out of nowhere and blocked that thing, and Douglas gets the ball
see you.
back. Now it's stolen from Audie House. Here's Paula Duro, gives it, stolen by Trevor Snell, who's always around. 9-point lead by the Douglas Trojans, 3:57 left in the third quarter.
Zio's limping a little bit. I really hope he's okay.
Well,
that's one of their core players.
Well, when he made that block, he came down really hard, and I couldn't tell if he was on the ground frustrated.
Oh, man.
But he is trying to deal with some pain here. Probably going to have to get a substitution here.
You just hate to see that with any player. Hope
yeah,
he's okay.
And he's kind of clutching his ankle, isn't he? Is this some?
Oh man, I don't know. It's a leg injury for sure. The way he's limping, Coach Steve's going to come out there and check on him. He's having a conversation with this player. Just wants to make sure he's okay for now. Okay.
All right.
Well, he's walking
walking,
gingerly.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just glad he can put weight on it.
All right,
that's
Chris
a good
Harris
sign.
Jr. is coming back in the game.
So Xavion Bates is back in the game. So
Kingston
like,
Hall, Trevor Snell, Monty House Jr.
So got a
That's
nice
your
lineup
five.
here. I like this 5 for Douglas. Now Palo Duro's got the full court press going.
And they inbound to Z. Xavion going to run on the right side. Splits the double team, gives it to King. Now goes left to Snell. Snell fakes, goes right to King on the wing. Chris Harris calls for it, gets the ball. Triple team, has to kick it out. Xavion Bates for 3. No good. Offensive board. Dishes to Snell. Snell gets it tipped, goes out of bounds. It will be Douglas basketball.
Yep, deflected by Reese the second of Palo Duro. So Motti will throw it in. It's going to be Xavion
Now, I was
Bates.
excited to see Chris Harris get the ball on the block and see what he does, but the entire team collapsed.
Yeah, I mean, that's a clear size mismatch. I'd like to see him get him involved again.
Here's Motti weaving his way through. Now, great ball distribution. Xavion on the baseline has to give it to Snell on the wing. Now goes up top to House. House spins. Dishes to Snell. Thought about taking the jump shot. Back to House. Top of the key. Reset. Off a screen on the right side. Now he gets double teamed. They gives it to Xavion. Xavion Bates gives it back to House, and now he's going to listen to Coach Alexander on what to do next.
Yeah, I'm just trying to run a set here. Here's Motti dribbling to his left.
And he kind of hop steps, puts up a shot, and there's a offensive foul. They're going to call a charge.
Yeah, I guess the referee thinks the defender had his feet set. He's got a closer point of view than we do, so turnover, and it's going to be the Dons basketball.
Trojans up 31-22 on Palo Duro. The Dons out of Amarillo, Texas. We looked it up. It's about a 4-hour drive from here.
2:50 left in the third. Douglas is up. Palo Duro with the basketball.
And now you need some, okay, they're going to relent and kind of sit back and not have to press here. 2:45 left in the third quarter. Palo Duro's with the basketball, down 9 points. Flannery to Clayton. Clayton spins, fires it in the corner. 3-point shot, no good. And a fight for the rebound. It's Trevor Snell. Dishes to Xavion Bates. Bates cuts, drives, plies, dishes.
Great
Wow.
pass, man. What a drive and dish by Bates. He gets the two defenders on him. The nice bounce pass to Big Chris, but Big Chris is fouled.
We talk about differences from last year to this year. Ladies and gentlemen, Xavion Bates.
Oh, he's took a big step, and it's very clear and obvious. He's playing with tons of confidence out there on the court tonight. We'll see if Big Chris can make him pay from the stripe.
Let's see if he can knock down the free throw. He cannot, but he found the ribbon. He found the rim, and he'll have another opportunity here. I bet you he makes this one right now.
Douglas is just going to get all their defense back. Nobody down there to rebound.
And, okay, he missed that one too. So maybe I'm going to blame that on myself. That's the broadcaster, James.
That is still 9-point lead for Douglas.
Yep, 31-22. Palo Duro going to drive. Kicks it. Great ball distribution. Found the wide open man on the block. Got the easy shot. And then Palo Duro presses, knocks that out of bounds.
Got to take care of the ball here if you're
7-point game. Douglas with the ball up 7 with 2:09 left in the third quarter. Dishes to Bates. Bates to Kingston Hall. Gets across half court. Goes right. Now to Monty House on the right side. waiting for his teammates to move so he can cut off a screen from Chris Harris. Now he gets double teamed. Xavion Bates there to bail him out. Left side to Snell. Snell to King Hall. Hall for three. No good. Board. Chris Harris Jr. kicks it out to Bates. Bates on the wing. Fakes right, goes left. Going to step back, now goes right. He can have Flannery on skates if he wants. He's in control here. Monty House on the left side gets the ball. Stops. Hasn't dribbled yet. Goes right, starts his dribble now. Gets double team, needs help. Snell on the left side. Comes to save today. Back to Monty House. On the right side. On the wing. Hands off to Bates. Bates off a screen. Goes left, now right. Now back to Snell on the left side. They're going to call a timeout. Coach Steve needs a chat.
Yep, that was Palo Duro just sitting back in that zone, just waiting on Douglas to try to make a mistake, double teaming him. Coach Steve didn't like it, takes the timeout. Still up, 31-24. Douglas up, 1:08 left before the fourth quarter.
Again, big shout out to our title sponsors, Cricket Wireless, SSM Health, and OCCC. We really do appreciate your support of Oklahoma City Public School broadcasts. They really have a focus on athletics, and they know what benefit it does to the youth and for this community. So they invest in us and allow us to put a spotlight on these young athletes. We want to show the world what they're capable of, how they compete. You've got alumni, friends, family, and fans that want to watch the basketball games, especially Douglas, who's just strong tradition. A lot of viewers from around the nation that want to know what's going on, and that's what we do here at PPBC TV, is broadcast sports and allow that to happen. Here we go. Xavion's going to drive, puts up the floater, can't get it to go. Rebound, Palo Duro. Under a minute left in the third. Palo Duro down 7 with the basketball on the right side. Here's Kyron Brown. Now he gives it to the top to Clayton. Coup to Clayton, goes right to Flannery. King Hall right in front of him. They have to go left side. There's just not a lot of room. They drive, penetrate, hop step, got it. 5-point ball game.
Yeah, big
Palo
time
Duro
bucket.
won't go away.
They definitely will not. And we still got 28 seconds left before the fourth quarter. Here's Trevor Snell dribbling the basketball.
Snell at the logo past the half court. Reminds me of CP3 in his prime. He's just calculated but extremely intelligent. Really good basketball IQ, Trevor Snell. And great ball handling ability. Combo guard that can do a lot of different things. Here's Inkem House. He drives and loses control. It's recovered by him. Gets it knocked out of bounds. That's the end of the third quarter. Kind of a low-scoring affair, but we've got two really good basketball teams battling. Buckets are expensive.
They
31-26. Douglas with a 5-point lead going into the fourth quarter. At one point, they were up
17-3.
Yeah, so like 14 points at one point. We've got Jaden Williams, who has commented on the stream. Let's go Trojans, of course.
Shout out Jay Will.
Jay Will, one of the original Eastside Splash Brothers, playing collegiate basketball for Langston University. You and I are going to be broadcasting their game on Saturday.
That's right. We will be up there.
Jaden Williams is, and I said this the other day. I said to Coach Bates, I said, the boy is now a man. And he's playing like it. He played at the Court of Dreams NBA, or Oklahoma City Thunder Court of Dreams initiative when they took on MAC-U. And MAC-U ended up winning that game just barely, but Jaden Williams made his presence felt and hit some big-time threes, played relentless defense, and it's just been a carryover from his days at Douglas, where he's won 2 state championships, and now he's playing college basketball. It's really awesome to watch, and we're excited that he's on the live stream. So what's up, Jaden? Tuning in to his alma mater to see what these guys are up to, and they're currently up by 5 as we get this Fourth quarter started. Fouls are reset. Inbounds to Xavier Bates. Bates right there in the middle, goes left, hands off to Snell. Snell, right side. Top of the key to in Kim House. Monty's going to drive, baseline, gets rid of it. Bates to King, now in the corner. Snell for three. Wet!
Phenomenal ball
Splash.
movement. Swing it all the way around the court, and it's Trevor Snell with the big three from the corner.
And now it's an 8-point game. Really big bucket by Trevor Snell, the junior guard for Douglas. 34-26. Polidoro moving the basketball. Coach Alexander's really screaming at his team, and there's a backdoor cut underneath and one bucket for Polidoro. Julian Reese the second with the bucket, and he'll go to the free throw line for one. Kingston Hall gets called on the foul. Now, interesting part about Julian Reese at Polidoro High School. He's coming off his football season. He was the quarterback of the Polidoro Don football team. He's being recruited by several Division I schools for football. And they misses the free throw, get the rebound, putback is good, and all of a sudden it's a 4-point game.
Yep, Reese the second goes up, gets the rebound on his missed free throw to make it a 4-point game. Douglas just trying to get past that full court press.
Gets half court. Xavier Bates gets trapped in the corner, gets rid of it. King Hall for three. And no good. Offensive board. Chris Harris Jr. tries to find King Hall, but he steps out of bounds in the process.
Wow, you just got to be aware of where you're at. So it's going to go right back to Polidoro. 6:53 left. Douglas is up 4. So they got to lock in defensively here.
Chris Harris going to go back on the bench. Isaac Dorsey is back in the game. Polidoro with the basketball down 4, 34-30. Kuda Clayton, the right side, Kyron Brown. Back to Clayton, trying to get past Isaac Dorsey, but Isaac's working. Spins, loses control, gets it to a teammate. I thought he lost control. It was a calculated pass. Here's Polidoro in the corner on the other side. Steps up, almost loses control. Looked like it carried to me,
yeah, I
but
thought
okay.
It was a carry, but what do we know?
Here is Justin Mitchell. Now he gets it to Reese for three, no good, and a fight for a rebound. It's Polidoro. They get a big-time offensive board. Now they're going to restart their set. Have multiple opportunities here on this possession. And there's a timeout by Coach Marquise Loftus of Polidoro, and probably a smart timeout. They don't want this possession to go by the wayside.
Right. They got the second chance, got the offensive
It's
board.
a two-possession game here at Douglas High School.
So everything counts when you get further and further down the stretch, deeper into the game. There's only 5:56 left in the game, so every little thing counts right now. Let's see what the chat's got going on, Jay Swick. What we got going?
That's right. Let's see. Amanda Lynn, 313, who is the mama of Jaden Williams, who just said, "Let's go Trojans." We've got several other people tuning in, and big fans of Trevor Snell as well. I'm a big fan of Trevor Snell. I think his basketball ability is one thing, and I compared him to CP3 a little bit, and just their styles.
Yep.
But Trevor Snell's a great kid. He's going to be an amazing adult, and that's. And I mean that. You know what I mean? Because
I got you.
They're going to grow up and eventually be adults in our community, members and citizens of our community, and they're wonderful people. That's what I love most about this Douglas basketball program, is just how good-hearted these kids are and how much they work and love to play the game. Here's Polidoro, down 4 with the basketball. They trap. Now they penetrate the paint, kick it out. 3-point attempt, no good. And a putback is good. 2-point game.
Wow.
Douglas is struggling on the boards here.
They are. That was Flannery with the putback, and not having Jamil Morris on the court is showing. He's the best rebounder for Douglas.
Here's Snell on the right side. Penetrates baseline, loses it, and did he step out of bounds, or what's happening here?
No, I think that's going to be a foul against Palo Duro. That's exactly what it is, reach-in foul. So 2-point game, 34-32. Douglas is up with the basketball. We got some subs coming in the game. Big Chris is in for Dorsey. They need somebody down there to rebound. They've been struggling the past couple possessions.
Chris Harris Jr. moving, and he gets the ball, puts it up, can't get it to go, but he gets fouled in the process. And that's about all you can do when
that's
Chris
the look they want.
Harris gets the ball on the block. I don't know if there's a lot of people that can stop that young man. So the only thing you could do is hack a Chris.
Yeah, they're
Right?
going to make him try to earn it the hard way. He missed his last 2 free throws, so we'll see if he can get these down.
Puts up the free throw, in and out. Dang it. 2-point game. Douglas is going to have to figure out how to get some points here.
Yeah, and 2 of their best scorers, which is Zio and Jamil Morris, they've been on the bench for quite some time.
Chris Harris have another opportunity here. Misses the second free throw. Paulo Duro down 2 with the basketball. Here we go. Moving on the right side. Kyron Brown. Now top to Flannery, now on the left side. Thought about taking the 3, drives baseline, has to kick it back out though. Moving around the perimeter. Kuda Clayton. Oh, got it stolen by Trevor Snell. 2 on 3. Snell puts up the shot, no good. Rebounded Polidoro, but they're going to trap. Somehow they get out of it. Now move on the right side to Julian Reese. Slides, puts up the shot, no good. And whose ball is it?
They're going to say Douglas ball. That was a close call right there, Swick.
Yeah, I think Kingston
man.
Hall was a little surprised by
Yeah,
that.
I think Douglas might have got away with one right there.
I think he was like, oh, okay. all
Right,
yeah.
we'll take it.
Yeah, we'll take it. Yeah, it was out on him.
So Coach Steve is going small ball again. He brings Dorsey in for Big Chris.
Well, Dorsey's somebody that I've really been impressed with tonight. Just his aggressiveness seems like he's really worked in the offseason, and he's starting to reap the rewards from it. Trevor needs trapped. He needs help. Xavier Bates gets it. Now he's going to move to his left. Crosses over right there at the logo, trying to figure out how he wants to attack. Gives it right back to Snell. Snell calls out the play. You've got a bunch of movement here in the paint. They go to Kim House Jr. Motti gets double team, needs help. Jump ball,
Wow.
It's Polidoro basketball.
Yeah, I mean, you got to give him credit. Great defense by the Dons right there to get that jump ball. And possession arrow is in favor of Palo Duro. Critical mistake right there by Douglas.
There's so many things that we're learning about this team throughout this experience today.
No doubt.
Here's Polidoro down 2, 32-34, 4 minutes left in the game. The Dons go left. Kyron Brown, high post, spins. Mitchell gets misses the shot, rebounded. Isaac Dorsey gives it to Snell. Snell gets across half court, gives it to Monty House. Monty on the right side. Drives and gets pushed by a Polidoro player, number 12, DeJuan Flannery.
Yep. Foul is on the floor, so they will throw it in under their own goal. They really need a bucket here. Douglas has gone on a drought offensively.
Foul number 3 for Polidoro. And is that a foul too?
Yep, it definitely is.
Foul number 4.
2 quick fouls back-to-back by Palo Duro.
Once you get to that 5-foul mark, then every foul after that's going to result in free throws.
Right, and if that's the case, Douglas has got to play more aggressive.
And somehow it's stolen by Polidoro. I can't believe they did that. Great ball distribution here. Almost throwed it out of bounds, though. And they get it into the corner. Flannery's trying to get away from Isaac Dorsey, but Isaac Dorsey ain't leaving him alone.
Great side-to-side defense by Dorsey.
And there's
We
a
got a
foul
whistle.
on the floor here.
I think they're calling it on Trevor Snell by the body language I'm seeing down there. It is going to be on the floor, though. No free throws. The Dons are going to throw it in. from the baseline.
Desperate for a bucket. They've been so close. This is close that they've been all game. They haven't had a lead yet. They haven't tied it yet. They've gotten within 2 points a couple times, and they put up the shot and can't get it to roll, but they get the offensive board. Stolen by Kingston Hall. Gives it to Snell. Douglas still with a 2-point lead in the basketball. 3 minutes left in the game. Top of the key to House. To Hall. Puts up the shot. Gets it to fall. Kingston Hall, the senior forward for this Douglas Trojan basketball team, increases the lead 36-32. Polidoro with the basketball. Number 3, Kuda Clayton. Sit on the right side. High post to Flannery. Flannery kicks it in the corner, drives baseline, gets the bucket. It's Kyron Brown.
Back to a 2-point game. Douglas has got the basketball. Still applying that full court pressure is Polidoro.
House now far right side to Bates. Bates for 3. Got it!
Just a nasty, filthy step back by Xavion Bates for 3. What a big-time bucket by that young kid.
Huge bucket by Xavion Bates, who's obviously improved his outside perimeter offense.
I mean, look at the confidence and then shot. No hesitation. Just let it fly. And nothing but nylon for Bates.
Step back 3. That was beautifully done. Of course, his dad is Todd Bates, who's an assistant coach on this team. This is a tight-knit unit, man. It's a family affair in every way. And talking with Coach Bates, you know, just happy to see his son working hard, but also reaping the fruits of his labor.
Yeah, no doubt about it. He's invested in this kid, and he's invested in this whole team. Coach Steve has a phenomenal group of assistant coaches. They're all about these kids. They're all in every year. It never changes. They're a family at the end of the day. And what a big boost by one of their young players, Xavion Bates, only a junior on this Trojans team.
That's exactly right. And we'll go back to the chat line here.
We always get some good comments when we cover Douglas basketball.
Yeah, and Amanda Lynn 313, number 23 is Will French. And that is the younger brother of Jaden Williams. And they're really excited about his future on this team. I know he suffered an ankle injury, I think it was over the summer, if I'm not mistaken. I think he's fully healed from it now. So we'll update you as the season goes on. But here's Polidoro. Clayton Kuda, golly, putting it up, drawing the foul. Number 3, Kuda Clayton, trying to make a move for his team, and it worked.
Yeah,
I think he's going to the free throw line for 2.
Got the defender up in the air, jumped into him, drawed the contact, and now he's at the stripe for 2 shots. 2:04 left in the game, 39-34, Douglas on top.
Are you shocked Jamel Morris hasn't seen the floor in the second half?
Wondering what's going on with Jamel Morris. I know Zio got a little banged up, but I don't know why Morris is on the bench. He's one of the best players on this team, defensively, offensively, best rebounder in my opinion. So I don't know why he hasn't came back in the game.
Well, and it's early in the season. Maybe this is a tactic. I'm just speculating. I have no clue. What a rebound by Isaac Dorsey. Snagging that missed free throw out the air. It's a 4-point game. Douglas with the 4-point lead in the ball. Monty House to Dorsey. Dorsey to Monty. I was saying maybe it's a tactic where he wants to see who can
Get
battle
some
here.
different looks from different players.
See some different lineups.
Kind of like Mark Dagnall does with the Thunder.
Here's Snell, top of the key. Goes the high post to House. House gets double teamed, has to move it around, and there's a foul called on number 32, Kyron Brown of Polidoro.
Yeah,
and that's got to be foul number 5 for the. That's foul number 5 for the Dons of Polidoro out of Amarillo High School. So that's going to mean free throws for Monty House Jr.
Got to capitalize on these free throws, especially this far into the game. Minute 36 left. These are clutch free throws right here.
What
for
shoes
Monty.
are Monty rocking?
Kobe 9s, the all-white Kobe 9s.
Those are clean. Misses the free throw.
That's tough. Need this one if you're Douglas.
Looking at it, going through his little routine, and puts up the shot, gets it the ball. 5-point lead for the Trojans, up 40-35. Minute and a half left. Duro, the sense of urgency has increased. Almost stolen by Savion Bates. Damn, that's out of bounds. Created the turnover. Number 4, Savion Bates. His defensive prowess is working. His effort is working, and they create the turnover.
After he hits a big-time three, that time he gets a crucial turnover in favor of Douglas. Now the Trojans at the ball, up by 5, minute 27 left.
King Hall going to inbound it to Mahdi. Mahdi gets across half court. Trying to battle through Brown. Great maneuvering. Body positioning. Goes back to Snell. Snell really close to a travel there. Goes to high post to Hall. Back to Mahdi. Mahdi just trying to draw attention, but not too much. Goes right. Just trying to take some time off. They've got a 5-point lead, and they want to learn how to play with the lead and keep it.
Oh, they had Dorsey wide open on the backside. They just couldn't see him. Minute 2 left in the game. Douglas still has possession.
Stay tuned for our post-game show. We will announce our Just Burgers player of the game.
Kingston Hall got fouled away from the ball, so now he's at the free throw line.
Once you're in the bonus, every foul results in free throws. Here's senior King Hall. Gets that one to go. 6-point lead for Douglas with a minute 2 left. Here against the Class 5A Duro Dons out of Amarillo, Texas, who are 8-2 coming into this game. Already played 10 games. This is game 11 for them. This is game number 6 for Douglas, who are 4-1. Only loss Douglas has was against a team in Texas off a half-court buzzer-beating shot.
Insane.
That's what it took to beat them.
Sometimes it just doesn't go your way. Coach Steve calls a timeout, so no basket. Duro hit a shot, but not before timeout was called by Coach Steve. Under a minute left in the game. Douglas is up 7, 42-35.
Yeah, and it looks like Will French is healed now. So he is good to go, but excited about his future. Be on the lookout for number 23 for the Douglas Trojans. Yeah.
What a fun game.
Yeah, fun game. I mean, at first I was just, if you rewind to the beginning of the broadcast, Douglas started out 17-3, and I thought, geez, these guys are just rocking and rolling.
Yeah.
And then here comes a run where Duro would get within 4, 5, and then Douglas would go up again, and then here comes Duro, get within 2. And it's back to 4. Now it's up to 7. So I think that you've got to figure out, especially early in the season, you got to figure out a way to close out games. That's something it's got to be a focus. When you get a lead, you got to keep it. And you do that by continuing to get stops and get points. But I love the tenaciousness of this Douglas team on defense, and also some of the outside shooting's been pretty well.
Yeah, clutch outside shooting.
Well done
in this
today.
Fourth.
Here's Duro down 7, 56 seconds left. And almost a travel. I don't know why. Coach Alexander certainly wanted one. I did too. Almost stolen. Ball goes out of bounds. That's a turnover.
Great
Douglas will
job.
get the ball back.
That was Bates and Snell. They doubled him and created the turnover. What a job by that Douglas Trojans defense. Here's Trevor Snell with the basketball. Duro's in the full court press still, trying to get a turnover. Here's Bates.
Bates weaves in and out, kicks it to House. Now to Snell. Snell just dribbling right there. Goes right. Almost lost control, and there's
What's
a whistle.
The call? Yeah, this is a crucial call right here. Guess it's going to be a foul.
Yeah,
and it's going to put
puts
Trevor
Snell
Snell.
I'm being told that
stripe.
Jamel Morris is out with the double tech earlier.
Oh,
that was a
okay.
double technical.
Yeah, I was wondering why, because he is such a crucial player for this team. I know Zio is a little banged up. He's still limping over there on the bench, but he wants to be in this game. Coach Steve just says, no, we need you later on in the year. Let's hold you out tonight.
Yeah, let's be safe. Snell misses the second free throw. Duro down by 8, 28 seconds left. Here are the Dons. Brown, floater, no good. Fighting for the board. Who has it? Jump ball.
has it, jump ball. Who has the possession arrow? Guess Palo Duro is going to keep it. Nope, possession arrow in favor of Douglas. I thought that was right because the last jump ball went to Palo Duro, so it should go to Douglas now. Coach Steve calls another timeout.
Quick timeout. 18 seconds left. Douglas starting to pull away a little bit, up 43-35.
That makes more sense. I was wondering why Morris was not on the court.
Right, and I'd forgotten about that, that play. But I do think, seeing different lineups, especially early in the season, just helps get everybody familiar.
Yeah, you're just testing your depth at this point.
And they've already played 5 games, going into this one. So you just want to continue to evolve, and there's several different ways of doing that. And so Coach Alexander knows the game more than we do. So
yeah, no doubt.
There's a method to that, his madness. There's a reason for every move that he makes. And so we'll see what move he makes here with 18 seconds left, who he puts out on the floor. But stay tuned. We're about to announce our Just Burgers player of the game. If you want a smash burger done right, go check out Just Burgers, 7821 Northeast 23rd Street in Oklahoma City, right there on 23rd in Midwest Boulevard. You will enjoy it, trust and believe. All right, King Hall going to inbound it for the Trojans. To Mahdi to Snell, trying to fight through this press defense. They've got an 8-point lead, so they're not really worried about scoring. Gives it to Mahdi on the right side, now to Bates. Bates gets through it, gives it to Mahdi. Mahdi is going to dribble this game out, and that's your ball game, ladies and gentlemen. The Douglas Trojans are 5-1. Currently ranked number 1 in Class 4A and just beat the Palo Duro Dons 43-35 here tonight at Douglas High School Gymnasium. We got a good crowd, and it was really a nice matchup between both teams. Hard-fought battle. Your reaction?
I loved it. It was high-level basketball from 2 really good programs. Douglas comes out on top. Gutsy win by them without 2 of their starters. 1 hurt, 1 out for the technical fouls. But now it's time for our Just Burgers player of the game.
Let us know.
And I got to go with the senior man. I got to go with Kingston Hall, because when it came down to the crunch of the game, Palo Duro got within 2, and it was Kingston Hall who hit that shot to make it 2-possession game. He was getting multiple rebounds. Then he hits the 2 free throws to extend that lead and ultimately get the win. So the senior number 1, Kingston Hall, he's my player of the game.
Right, and he had some 3-point shots.
Yeah, big shots whole night, really.
Was aggressive on the defensive end. I think that was a great move by him. Great move.
No
all right, we want to thank all of our sponsors once again for supporting Oklahoma City Public School broadcasts and Cricket Wireless, SSM Health, OCCC. I want to thank everybody tuning in on the stream, PPBC TV and OKC Sports Radio 105.3. And a big shout out back at the station. Cam, our board operator, couldn't do it without you, bud, and we do appreciate you for everything you do. Also, Chuck Davis, State Farm, Just Burgers, Super Prep. Shout out to Miles Perry. OKC Sports Radio 105.3. Appreciate you tuning in. We'll let you know when our next basketball broadcast will be, but over and out. And thank you for tuning in to PPBC TV and OKC Sports Radio 105.3.